Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm Joanna and today's video is the first episode in a new series all about how we as colorists can use water-soluble Neocolor II crayons in our coloring pages. This is the beginning of a series, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel so you won't miss out the next batch of fun and practical techniques. Now, let's jump right in and talk about something that I called sweeping. Sweeping is a group of techniques that was inspired by a method I spotted in a video by Karolina on their YouTube channel, and I've been experimenting with this method ever since. Let me show you how it looks like and how quickly, thanks to this method, you can create a stunning and mesmerizing background, creating dreamy mountains. So what you will need for this technique is a piece of paper that you tear in half, and the more regular the line is, the better. Okay, let's keep this one. What you need to do next is take Neocolor II crayon. I will take my favorite Prussian blue color and a lighter shade, and you need to scribble along the edges. I'm sorry. Definitely doesn't take ages. I'm really doing this thing rather randomly. I'm not overthinking how to place the color. I use rather medium pressure to be sure to leave the pigment on the paper. This is regular paper, drawing paper, which has some tooth. So whether I want it or not, it will hold some part of the pigment for itself. Now that I have scribbled Neocolor II crayons on the paper, I take another piece of paper. Let's take this part, why not? Let's make the best of this one piece. And what we use next is a sponge. It's a regular dish sponge. It is slightly damped with water, but really slightly. If I squeeze it, no water drops down. So, that being said, we will be sweeping the pigment we've scribbled on this paper onto this clean piece of paper, and just look what's going on. Oops, didn't plan this. I accidentally moved the paper, but still. The result is there, and you can, make another layer. Oops, I did it again. I'm in a hurry, so I'm sorry for this accidental. But look, doesn't it beautiful? Doesn't it look beautiful? Oh my, not only I am in a rush, but I also haven't drank enough coffee yet. But it is the result. I've been experimenting with this technique ever since, using a different variety of tools and materials to sweep the pigments from, and different tools and materials to sweep the pigment off the surface. So I used a regular paper, a tracing paper, a plastic paper that you can that serves for drawing with alcohol inks. I also used an abundance of different tools, like my favorite makeup brushes, regular brushes, sponges, makeup sponges, all kinds. They are all here on my desk. And after lots of play, I found that what works best for me is my favorite makeup brushes and a tracing paper, or a plastic paper, because it is very smooth, it has very little tooth, I'm sorry, and you can easily sweep the pigment off this kind of surfaces. Yes, and in regards to makeup brushes, the bristle I have in these brushes is very dense, it is very thick, it holds the water beautiful, so it helps me to easily manage the water, and it's also super super gentle for the paper as it is for the skin, so there is no damage done to the paper, no matter what paper I use it with. But of course, never trust a YouTuber, and I truly recommend to trying out a few combinations yourself to see what works best for you, what you feel comfortable with. But in today's video, I'll be mostly working with what works for me. So these will be the makeup brushes and a tracing paper, my go-to combo. I actually used the technique I am going to show you in a minute in one of my previous videos when I colored a page from Karolina Kubikowska book, The Other Side of a Dream. It is this page and this effect. Basically, this book is filled with dreamy, surreal designs, and I thought that this like glow aura effect is perfect for her pages. In the video, I paired the technique with the Psychedelic Gravity Zone color palette from my Alien Dreamscapes bundle. And I believe that I really enjoyed the process, and I'm really happy with the result, as it feels kind of otherworldly. If you're curious to see entire process of how I did color this page, I will leave the link in the description down below. But in short, this is how I achieved this effect. So I traced the shapes of butterflies and flowers onto a tracing paper, then cut them out with a technical knife, rotary technical knife, and I attached these cut out shapes onto the page of the coloring book. And after, when I did this, I scribbled Neocolor II crayons around the edges of the cutout shapes, just like I did 1 minute before, and finally used a makeup brush, a thin makeup brush, to sweep the pigment of these pieces onto the coloring page. I'm still not sure how to call this effect, whether it's aura or glow or I don't know, energy haze. So please leave a comment in the comment section below to let me know what name resonates most with you, so I know how to call it, so it's understandable. But to simplify things, you might say that the glow effect is achieved by sweeping outward, but of course you can also sweep inward, which we will try in just a minute, to blend colors in a gorgeous fluid like base layer. This technique can be used to build a dreamy foundation, or even to be a finished look on its own. It's up to you, it's up to your creative vision. That being said, let's start the process. And today we will be coloring in a book that I just received. It's a pop manga coloring book by Camilla Derico. I hope that I'm not butchering her name. And I want to color super cute page of a super cute ghost. And we will be starting the process with prepping a sort of stencil for the page with tracing paper. I'm starting by attaching tackets from Faber-Castell, just to be sure that my tracing paper will not move. Enough of accidents for today. Okay, and I will mark that it is the left top corner of a tracing paper. However, this image is not symmetrical, so it's not a problem to mistake the left with the right side. Okay, and I will outline the contours of the ghost, and I will use for this purpose a fine liner from Sakura. Okay, I did it. It's not perfect, but it is good enough. The more perfect you are, the better, because this technique goes well with precision. You will see in further steps that making mistakes here, like being not accurate with the outline, might cause some extra work in the final phase. But for now, that's perfectly okay. I'm taking it off, and now I will be cutting out this shape. I'm sorry, my desk is indeed a tiny corner, so I'm really shuffling stuff here to make this tutorial happen. Okay, I'm taking my rotary technical knife. If you are not comfortable with this kind of tool, I am not, but I'm learning, but if you are not comfortable, you can use regular scissors, no problem. What you need to be aware of is to start cutting from the inside and not to cut edges, the margins of a page. It's done. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. And now I will stick our custom stencil back on the page. It's not as simple as you could have imagined. Okay. And now the fun part, at least for me, because I'm not really a fan of, cutting and crafting. But okay, let's play with our Neocolors. I want to use some spooky colors for this guy. So I want to take pink, green, and my favorite sapphire blue. And I'm scribbling along the edges. I do it rather randomly. I'm not trying to overthink the process. up my jar with clear water. I'm putting the brush inside so it absorbs some water when I'm squeezing it out. And I really want to make sure that it has only as little water as it is necessary to activate the pigment. It's quite a big brush, so it holds the water really well. But okay, that's fun. That's fine now. And let's see what the pigment holds for us today. And how do you like that? I think I will add more pink on the edges. Where are my crayons? To make it pop a little bit more. Maybe I will add even a little bit darker shade. Okay. So we enhanced pink a little bit. I'm missing colors on this side, so I will scribble a little bit on this side too. And I will use mostly dark blues and greens. To enhance those pinks though, so I will add yet another layer using only this oh, it's called purple actually. It's okay, it's pinkish to me. And maybe I will use this brush, which is more precise. It's definitely better now. I also want to add a little bit more color here. Okay, and let's reveal what is below the paper, how our cutie stands out of the page for now. Well, it's the result for now. I will definitely finish this page. I will most probably go with colored pencils on top, maybe some gel pens or stickles, acrylic ink for highlights. But if you're looking for some kind of dreamy background as a base layer, and if you want this background to be made of a kind of dreamy blend of different colors, I really highly recommend to try out this technique. Please do not consider the shape of this technique as final. Please adjust it to your needs and to your comfort. Feel free to evolve this technique in any direction that you would like. And definitely please share your findings, your experience. I hope that you will have plenty of fun when coloring with this method. And you know, as I mentioned in the beginning, this is just a beginning of a series on how can you use Neocolors in your coloring pages. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. It truly helps me a lot to grow. And until next time, thank you for watching. Bye bye.